Food-borne illness or food poisoning is mainly caused by harmful bacteria, viruses, or chemical toxins in food or water. Food does not need to be spoiled to cause food poisoning. Food that looks, smells, and tastes fine can still cause food poisoning. The risk of food poisoning can be virtually eliminated if the food is properly handled, protected from contamination, stored correctly, and cooked or reheated to the correct temperature. There are 5 basic rules that we all need to follow that will help keep our food safe. The first food safety consideration is to ensure that we store potentially risky food at the right temperature. Keeping food out of the temperature danger zone between 5 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius will slow down or prevent bacteria growth. This means that cold foods need to be stored at 5 degrees Celsius or lower, and that hot foods need to be kept at 60 degrees Celsius or higher. The second food safety consideration is to cook food thoroughly and, if necessary, cool it quickly. If the food has been frozen, the centre must be fully thawed before cooking. Food needs to be cooked until it is steaming hot. A thermometer should be used to aim for at least 75 degrees Celsius in the centre of food. All chicken and rolled roast needs to be cooked until the juice runs clear. Food such as mince or patties needs to be cooked thoroughly so that there is no pink showing. Food that is heated in microwave ovens needs to be stirred to ensure that even heating occurs. If the food prepared requires cooling before it is served, it needs to be cooled quickly. In fact, cooked food must be cooled from 60 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius within 2 hours, and from 21 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius within a further 4 hours. If cold food is to be served hot, it needs to be quickly and thoroughly heated until it is steaming hot, and then kept hot until it is served. The third food safety consideration is to ensure that cross-contamination does not occur. This means making sure that food poisoning bacteria do not have a chance to transfer from raw foods or from your body onto cooked or ready-to-eat foods. We achieve this by ensuring that raw foods, especially raw poultry, don't come into contact with cooked or ready-to-eat foods. Chopping boards must be thoroughly washed and sanitized between use, or separate chopping boards used for cooked and raw foods. Utensils like tongs and spoons should be used to avoid contact with ready-to-eat food where practical. Raw poultry and meat needs to be stored in the fridge safely so that it can't drip or make contact with fresh food. The fourth food safety consideration is to clean up all equipment after use. There are 3 steps needed to effectively clean and sanitize utensils and work areas. This involves washing the equipment thoroughly with warm soapy water, sanitizing equipment using a chemical sanitizer or very hot water, and drying thoroughly before it's reused. Air drying is best, but tea towels or paper towel can be used if they are clean. Our fifth food safety consideration is to ensure that good hygiene practices are used at all times. Now this includes washing your hands with soap and warm running water and drying them on a single-use towel or air dryer. Hands need to be washed before food is prepared, after raw meat or poultry is handled, after using the toilet, coughing, sneezing, blowing the nose, eating, drinking, handling rubbish, or touching hair, scalp, mouth, nose, or ears. Many food poisoning incidents are caused by food handlers who have continued to handle food after falling ill themselves. If you're suffering from, are a carrier, or have symptoms of a food-borne illness, especially vomiting or diarrhea, you must report this to your supervisor and not engage in food handling. If you are performing alternative duties, take all practicable measures to prevent food from being contaminated. All food businesses must ensure that anyone involved in or supervising food handling operations have skills and knowledge in food safety and food hygiene to a level that is relevant to the tasks that they carry out. The National Food Safety Standards can be found in Chapter 3 of the Australia-New Zealand Food Standards Code. A food safety kit, including a copy of these standards, is available from your local district council or SA Health's Food Policy and Programs branch. These standards can be downloaded from the Food Standards Australia-New Zealand website. Another valuable resource is the National School Canteen Food Safety Project, Looking After Our Kids, which assists in explaining the food safety standards relevant to school canteens.